we're still dealing with a weather impact alert today and into the day tomorrow. Why? Because of all the stuff we got. Well, let's just first of all talk about how impressive. We don't need the second mic today, do we? And yes, it's just me solo today. We're giving our chief some much needed time off. He's done such a great job, and thankful to have him as chief here for sure, as I'm sure many of you are as well. But wow, what an event! We witnessed something historic yesterday. Top 10 biggest snowfalls there at PTI. That is, of course, our record-keeping place, and yeah, so pretty cool. What do we got today? Do you like wall-to-wall sunshine? Because there's our radar. By the way, that's 24/7, so if we go through another event, and knock on wood on that one, you can track the wintry weather here. But let's go ahead and pop into our graphics. So we're starting off with UNCG's campus, wall-to-wall sunshine, absolutely beautiful, blue skies, and everything coated for the most part in white. It makes me a little sus on that camera because nothing's coated in white. So that camera actually may not be updating. I'll have to look at a different camera. But it is chilly out there, so today's a great day to go sledding and to have some fun outdoors, but it's cold. It feels more like the teens. We are in the upper 20s, some of us getting above freezing already. We're at freezing in Davidson County. Surprise, surprise. Some of the winners of the snowfall amounts there, upper 20s from, say, Greensboro to Asheboro, lower 30s, right at freezing there, Siler City, Sanford, 31 as well. RDU coming up to 31. Wilkesboro 32. So it feels like the teens out there. Really, it's going to be the cold that we deal with the next couple of days. So that's why we still have our weather alert day, weather impact alert days, I should say, into Sunday and Monday. And the impact, again, is going to be the bitter cold, the snowy roads. We're going to deal with the snowy roads, the melting, refreezing cycle. That will continue as we go through the next several days, even once, especially into when we start getting into those 40s, boy, we're going to get some snow melt, and that's going to create a lot of water on the roadways. And then overnight, we're not going to be able to get rid of that. That'll refreeze. And so black ice is going to be a serious hazard as we go through the upcoming week. A lot of schools have either canceled or gone remote tomorrow. Of course, we have an updated list on our website, WFMYnews2.com. You can stay warm. You need to. It's cold outside, right? These are the feels like temperatures. We do have, say, cold weather advisories. I'll show you that here in just a moment. And we still have a winter weather advisory, actually. Many of you woke up, maybe look at your phone, like, why am I under a winter weather advisory? Snow has stopped. It's because of the impacts from the snow as we go through the overnight into the morning hours tomorrow. So there's the feels like. It feels like single digits out there tonight into the morning hours tomorrow. Thankfully, a lot of schools, again, have already either gone remote or canceled, because it's going to feel like single digits, close to zero once again. And that's why we have the cold weather advisory. Thankfully, not so bad into the mountains, right? -4, -5. That's better than minus teens and minus 20s. And as we go through the afternoon hours, feeling like the upper 20s out there, cooling off and feeling cold once again. Although the wind really not going to be a factor beyond tonight into tomorrow morning. So there's your winter weather advisories. Again, those go through tomorrow morning. If I'll drop a little thingy here for us. There you go. Winter weather advisory through 10 a.m. on Monday. And so that's going to be for those slick conditions that could redevelop tonight, especially as plow crews continue to work on the roads. They've done a great job on primaries. They're going to be getting to secondary. They're going to be getting to neighborhoods. You just got to give them time. There's a lot of roads to clear in Guilford County and then just across the Triad in general in the city. So be patient. Remember what I said. Give everybody grace as we get through this situation together, because it's a big mess, and so it's going to take a little longer to clean up. Here we are into the morning hours of our Monday. I think we dropped temperatures tonight to around the lower teens. Remember, models typically underestimate the snowpack and its strength and how it keeps us colder. So given that, I would definitely think very cold tonight. Into the lower teens, around maybe 10 or 11 degrees through the overnight hours. And then as we go through our Monday, not warming much into our Tuesday, by the morning starting to warm those overnight lows. And then, yes, how about into Wednesday? You can see our data disappears because we're not quite there yet. But yeah, into Wednesday, how about this? Another chance of precipitation, temperatures in the mid-30s. We'll just have to watch and see what this does. It looks like rain and a glancing blow at that. It's also northwest flow driven, which you know how that works. We typically dry and lose a lot of that precipitation. So the way it looks right now is a non-threat for us, which is good news. Although, if we still have snow on there and we're putting rain on top, you know what that means, ice on top of the snow. If we don't get rid of all the snow before a Wednesday, which we have a lot of it. Some of us have double-digit snowfall that we need to get rid of. There's winter radar, pretty quiet right now. Obviously not really dealing with any impacts. Thankfully, things quieted down, and we finally got rid of the snow. It took a while, though. All right, so there's your cold weather advisories. Again, we're talking those wind chills probably near zero. That's why, and it's not going to be below zero, not expected to be below zero tonight because the winds are going to start to back off. That is good news. And so that means it's going to be cold as we go through the overnight. We're not seeing Roanoke issuing any of those. They probably have different advisory criteria. But if I read it for you, very cold wind chills into single digits. So, yeah, very, very cold. You need to wear the appropriate clothing. You need to be cautious when you're traveling. Keep your pets indoors. You want to check on older family members, friends, and neighbors. So that is why that we have the cold air advisory, or cold weather advisory, I should say. It basically is a cold air advisory, but it's called a cold weather advisory, so we'll call it by its name. And yeah, so there's that, and then we also have that winter weather advisory. Again, we're going to continue to pull in this cold air behind a departing area of low pressure that brought some significant and record-breaking snowfall to the beaches. Absolutely crazy to think that the beaches did get snowfall, but yeah, here we are, right? And so definitely a colder one for us as we go through the next couple of days. And so that's really the gist of what's going on. I was trying to look for the cameras I threw in here. Oh, I skipped over them. That's why. Many of you want to see this, right? You want to see the boards. You want to see how everybody ranked up. Here's our winners. Trinity at 16.2, Lexington 16 inches, Thomasville 15.5, 14, 13, 13 in Randleman, High Point 12 point. This is over a foot of snow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us. That's 8 totals over a foot from the storm. Incredible. Archdale 11.5, Kernersville 11, Winston-Salem ended up with 11, Greensboro 10.4. That would be at the airport, PTI. Asheboro 10, Eden 8.6, Siler City 8, 6.5 in Burlington. Pretty impressive there. I think there were some higher amounts towards Graham, closer to the 8.5 inch range. But of course, where does this stack up in history? That's what everybody wants to know. Congratulations, you went through a top 10 snowstorm. That is now number 6, 10.3, I guess was the official measurement there at PTI. I'll have to double check that for you as we go towards our newscast tonight and we start doing our cut-ins. I'll start checking that in and make sure what the official, I believe it's 10.3. So, yeah, number 6, there you go, top 10 snowfall. How about, let's check in on our friends there. I mean, they've been dealing with high tide. Unfortunately, high tide coincided with a winter storm. And so, yeah, let's just say, of course, Highway 12, not doing the best right now. It's kind of a mess. You can still see there's cars out on it, though. So it's not keeping people away. But they were playing in the snow, which is just pretty crazy to think about, honestly. That we're talking Highway 12, and that's the beach, and we're talking about snow. Yeah, there you go. The crew's working hard at clearing everything off. We're so thankful for all of our crews there. Working very hard at getting everything cleared out. Let's check in on Wake Forest Stadium there. Hey, how about that? Yeah, there's a Legacy Stadium covered in snow. The Clash, of course, was moved to tomorrow, so it's still going on. Qualifying will go in tomorrow, and then the event will take place tomorrow night. As it stands right now, I'm pretty sure that's still the case. So if you're going out to that, there's a look at Winston-Salem skyline. There's the snow. See everything all coated in snow. Very pretty out there. Burlington, of course, definitely did get some snow eventually, right? We like looking at the flags, so this shows us the wind. There is the temperature, 29. Feels like 17, though, because we go to northwest wind stout at about 16 miles an hour. So yeah, that's definitely a crazy one. And believe it or not, many of our locations actually got more snow than, say, there's Sugar Mountain. Wow, look, it's snowing there for sure. It's either snowing or they're making snow. I have to look here. It could be the snow guns that are going there at Sugar Mountain. That's powder snow, and I'm sure there were many people that are getting up there into the mountains. Yep, knew that was going to happen. Get some fresh powder. Skiers, snowboarders love fresh powder. And then you can see some rime ice on the trees as well, where possibly some of the snow they're making, or the snow that fell, or they're just super cold water droplets freezing on there and creating rime ice on the trees. Look at them blowing. I bet it's cold. The one thing you wouldn't think about, though, to put on today is sunscreen. But you need it. You need sunscreen. Let's see what we got with our weather vision cameras. Oh, that's not Atlantic Beach. That's actually a 4-panel, I think. There's RDU Airport. Boy, it's breezy. They've done a great job clearing what little snow they did get. There was definitely a snow hole yesterday. That was picked up by the models. And then just fascinating to me that I'm going to do something fun here in our last couple of minutes. I'm going to go back and we're going to watch the system. Let's see, how far back can we go? 36 hours? Yeah, so let's start. This is Saturday morning, and we're going to zoom in to our area. We're just going to watch this thing. All right, let's play it here. Look at that. The fact that it was already snowing the night before, and then just you can see the snow set itself up. And then we get stuck in this band. We were perfectly placed between two areas of low pressure that we just had snow that long. Just is an absolutely crazy event. And of course, we cleared out eventually there as we go toward midnight. But we expected the snow to start to cut off, by like 6 o'clock. No, it was heavily snowing by that time, 6, 7 o'clock. 6, 7, right? And it started to finally taper off by midnight for some. For others, it continued, and then you could see as the low pulled away, there goes the snow by about 6 o'clock this morning, completely leaving our viewing area. Just an absolutely incredible event, one for the record books, one that I can't wait to read the mesoscale meteorology, small-scale details on this, because it's just a fascinating event. Wow, absolutely incredible. Neat to look at for sure. Just a lot of snow for sure as well. Mackey Valley, did they get any snow? Oh yeah, that's a very pretty area of North Carolina if you've never been. No, let's see if Blowing Rock loads for us. No, Blowing Rock says I'm not going to load. Let's see if this one loads. And there you go. That's not working either, is it? That's okay. I think, let's see if Danville. Yeah. Nope, Danville is not that, so we would have to queue that up. High Point, I know works. Yeah. 29, it feels like 29. No breeze in High Point at the moment. So that is what we've been dealing with today. As far as the snow goes, a record-breaking one we'll be studying for years to come. Some kids got to see their first snowfall, which is really fun as well. So, yeah, lots of interesting things to take away from this storm, and interesting meteorology as well. But yeah, so keep it safe today. Try to stay off the roads. Let the crews do the job clearing the primaries. They're pretty good.